Locally, I run the biggest. It's called the Port St. Lucie Networking Group. It's the biggest networking group here. And we really focus on how many dollars you're making per meeting, per person. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get in, be efficient, get out, right? If you're in my group, I'm promoting you. But if you're in my group, it's because I love you and it's because you're doing a phenomenal job. Your customer service is up there. If your customer service is not up there, you're out of the group. If you don't show up, you're out of the group. If we get bad comments from some of the jobs that you do after we've referred you, you're out of the group. So if you're in my group, there's a reason you're in my group. And if you're in my group, I'm going to promote you to everybody on the Treasure Coast. And everybody knows that. Everybody knows if you're in Joe Rosen's group, you're probably pretty damn good at what you're doing because he only lets certain people in there. So people get a good reputation right off the bat.
What kind of businesses are in there?
I missed that. You cut out, my man.
Sure. What kind of businesses are in that group?
So I've got the typical real estate businesses, right? I've got a title closer, a lender. We've got an inspector. We've got a painter, handyman. We've got some social media people who do a lot of, we've got Live Russ, man. Live Russ takes all the brand new rookies we get in the group and he'll actually do a live with you normally, right? Not in times like these. So he's been pretty helpful. We got a cleaning gal. We've got a guy who sells health insurance. We got someone else who does all the other insurances. We've got a tax accountant. We've got, you name it, man, we've got it. It's the people who really, when you look at a lot of these moms groups, and by the way, guys, if you're not on moms groups on Facebook, that is where the gold is. You don't have to be a mom. You can be a big bald-headed dude, and they'll probably let you in. And again, your intent is not to help people buy and sell houses. Your intent is to help them with whatever they have. Guess what? The result of that happens to be that they're going to ask you to buy and sell houses with them. But just come in with the intent to help, and that's what's going to happen. But yeah, we've got all those different folks in our group.
What's moms groups? I could take a guess, but why don't you tell us?
Yeah, so it's really out there. This is my opinion because I've never ran a moms group, but it's really local moms. So they've got like a Port St. Lucie mom, like all the cities, right? Stewart, Jensen Beach, Fort Pierce, all the cities around here. They've got their moms groups. It's similar to, but not the same as a garage sale group. In a garage sale group, typically it's people giving away or selling stuff or asking for referrals, right? Like, hey, who knows a painter? Who knows a cleaning lady? In the moms groups, they do a lot of that same stuff, but you also get like, hey, I've got a 3-month-old and I need to feed them something. I'm a horrible mother and I don't know what to feed them. Can you guys help me with whatever mom problem I'm having? And then the moms all chime in and help this person, right? Or I'm looking for a job and I don't know what to do. I've talked to this many people. So again, right there's a great one. I'm looking for a job. Has nothing to do with me helping you buy or sell a house. But when I see that and I know someone's looking for a job, I connect to in a private DM and say, hey, Bob, I know you're looking for someone to do ABC. Sandy here said she used to do ABC and she just lost her job. Do you think that would be a good fit for you? And I've connected so many people in this area like that. And instantly, those people love you. They appreciate you. You're providing them value. So if there's any tip you get out of this video, it's quit thinking about buying and selling houses and just think about truly helping people.
It sounds like you've really put on the thought of becoming the connector in your local space.
Absolutely. The connector. Yeah.
So let's talk about the steps to that before we move on to the next topic, because we've got another question coming in. You have created a networking group online.
It's a personal, like you meet in person. Okay. It's online right now, but once this passes, yeah.
Yeah, you've got an in-person group. You've got an in-person networking program that also is now online. These are all vetted businesses that you have chosen for whatever particular reasons, and you fill in the rest here on this, but you like their business, like their service, you trust them to do a good job, and then you invite all of your customers or sphere of influence to come into this group to ask questions or find services, or it's mainly you're keeping a line separate between the two, and as you make your cold calls or as you make your sphere calls, that you're listening for what's needed and then you go into that group. Which of the two is that?
Well, and I don't know if this directly answers your question, so let me know if it doesn't. But I'll give you 2 examples of how I use these folks in my group. Right, when you're a buyer and you close on a house with me, I come over a couple days later. Again, a great excuse to get in front of your clients 3 days later. Maybe ask for a Google review or a Zillow review, and I bring over. I don't think I have one right now. A laminated sheet, and it's got all the people that you might want as a new buyer. It's got, hey, use Jesse as your painter. Hey, use Jeff as your tax accountant. Hey, and it'll say, use Joe's name, get 10% off. Use Joe's name, get $100 off. And so it's got this whole sheet of all the people that I love and trust. And I always give it to the people and I say, hey, you're going to ask me for referrals over the next 6 to 12 months. I know you are, because everybody does. Feel free, but here's the cheat sheet, man. Here's all the answers to most of the questions you're going to have. And if you use my name, you're going to get a discount. That's a quick and easy way. Another way is when you're in these moms groups, and everybody's saying, hey, I need a painter right now. I've trained my group to go on, like, have Jesse the painter's card saved beautifully in your phone. So you can say, and don't just, like, I've trained him on this. Don't just say, Jesse, paste card. Say, Jesse is a great painter. I've recommended him numerous times, and everybody has been phenomenally happy. He's professional. He's always on time. Great communicator. I love Jesse. All those words really stand out. Then you post his card. Then you reply to that and you take 3-4 more people in our group and say, hey, Angel, Sandy, Tom, and Bob, don't you agree that Jesse's the best? And then they start posting cards saying, yes, 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 yes. And now we take over the groups. And everyone in those groups uses everyone in my networking group.